People, don't let me talk too much. Sorry.
Richie, Richie, just ignore.
No, please, please.
People in the comment section, ignore them. Sorry, Yeti, I just want to say something quick because I'm gonna. Even if I don't drop, I want to go to bed. So the thing is this. Look, you're really you're an amazing person. Like I like the way you the kind of open mind that you're keeping, which is really good. And this is how people should be. Look, the same question, the question I asked Bio Billion about can you just tell me anything at all that about Mohbad has done wrong so far? Said it, and he said he hasn't done anything wrong at all. You know,
Baba Mohbad is their perfect angel.
so what?
Baba Mohbad is their perfect angel.
Yeah. So you see, and I did tell him that the way he answered that question is exactly the way normal, natural supporter of even women will answer if you ask them. Is there anything that women have done wrong so far? But you're a woman supporter. Anybody can support anybody, to be honest.
I have gazillion of stuff I feel she could have done right.
Yeah.
She could have done right from the start and stopped all this shit. If your
For
story hasn't changed for once,
Yeah.
like I used to say something. Hello, is anybody there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Once I'm about, let me tell you the truth about one thing about me. Once I'm about to tell a lie, I will write that lie down. I used to write that lie word for word down. And you know why I used to do that is because if they ask me that question gazillion times, I will go back to that lie and I will not change that lie. I will not cover it up. I will stick to it even if it is a lie. You understand? When she was talking at first, she was talking with passion. She was talking with emotion. It was raw. It was, everything was raw. If you want to know the truth about Wunmi, go back to her first interview, a second interview, a first interview. You will get what you want to get from her. The time frame, I don't know what she's trying to cover up. I don't know what happened in between something time to something time. She's trying to cover up for something. But that doesn't mean she killed him. Let me just put it like that. That doesn't mean we have to overlook the fact that medical error doesn't happen in Nigeria. Medical error is common. Nobody is copying the hands of our doctors, the hands of our quack nurses. Nobody is doing that. And for the mere fact that Adura was in that house that night, bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń bury Wunmi, ẹ máa bury Adura. Tẹ́ bá gbé go to mẹ́ta, kò tí nǹkan kò ní ṣe Wunmi lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ẹ gbé go to mẹ́ta, the same thing. Ẹ gbé f'Adura bẹ́ẹ̀ straight up. And the way the Alobas are acting corny is because they know that I don't know what they are hiding. Or if something is to happen to Wunmi, Adura is going down. Something happened in that house, and Adura is deeply affected. And I understand the fact that the Alobas will not want to lose two kids at the same time. You understand? Because I don't know. Even the soul Mr. Famuyiwa is calling Wunmi our in-law. Which the Aloba gave me gazillion reason to stand behind Wunmi.
Yeah, just to buttress your point, it's not just Adura, it's not just Wunmi. We're talking about a lot of people.
Well said.
That is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Is Mohbad a bad person? Let's put it like this. Something will not happen to your best friend.
Are you not saying that Wunmi doesn't have anything that she's also hiding?
That is what I'm saying. That is what, Golden Seal, Emma Binoma. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Anybody to farabalẹ̀ gbọ́ mi máa gbọ́ pé bí mo ṣe ń kan Wunmi léṣo, ni mo kàdúrà léṣo, ni mo kan everybody léṣo. Hierarchy by hierarchy ni. Gbogbo alálẹ́gbọ̀n ọkùnrin, gbogbo alálábùrò ọkùnrin. Kò sí bá ṣe lè like ìyàwó wọn tó. Tí nǹkan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ sáwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n ọkùnrin wa, a máa la wọn síta sọ̀rọ̀. We will talk. And mi ò rí bí tí family ọkọ tó ti máa support ìyàwó rí. This will be the first time in my life. I have never seen in a situation where the husband's family, if na Igbo land, we go down here when they would have showed that shege. So Aloba made it easy for us, for me that is supporting Wunmi, to look at her in another way with a side eye and say, what is this girl doing right? If you know this.
Another thing, I wanted to pick you up on the nurse story. Do you actually know the submission of the doctor on last week sittings actually nullified the story about the nurse?
Yeah, I know, I knew. And
Yeah.
let me put it like this, Mr. Richie Real. For the nurse, God save gone. For the nurse to nail herself on the cross. For this so-called monster Wumi, wicked Wumi, the witch Wumi that everybody has painted her to be. Are we not supposed to do side eye and look at her somehow? And for all that girl, she messed up by not talking out, by not speaking out. She messed up the time frame. She messed up for the lies. Fucking messed up.
The question is, why is the desperation from her to lie?
I don't even know. I don't even know. I can't
that
even
means
answer
she's
for her.
guilty of
I
something,
can't even
right?
answer for her in that case. I don't
But
even
she's
know.
guilty of something, right?
Yes, everybody in that house is guilty of something.
Yeah.
Everybody that see, let me put this to you, sir. Like I've said it before. Ileti in your four bawa, it's a full house. Think about Shele ninu yara kan. Let me put it like this. Think about Shele ninu yara kan. Everybody know you soon. Ambuleta say a grown adult died. In your be 8. Book of him. Rough estimate. In your 8. So you're telling me that nobody could say nígbà tó dákú, nígbà tó ṣojú báyìí mo lọ gbó mi. Or nígbà tó ń bì mo fa ẹsẹ̀. Or mo wọ sọ̀kalẹ̀. And nobody said anything for close to 6 months or 7 months. Is Wunmi that good? Is she a good person? And so by saying marry in what is marriage. And we will know that we have 1 or 2 witchcrafts in the family that they will come out and say something shit about you if you do something wrong. People are willing to easily bury you. Family, okay, let me put it like this. They are solidly behind her. They gave me gazillion reason to like her.
Okay, now fast forward, based on the Jack submission about the corona processing and activity that's been going on, which is what the Sister Goddess was referring to. So what do you think? Do you think it's been handled properly, this investigation and this process to justice?
We all know that police stuff. Person who know person pass. And we could sit here on our asses, on our pussy, on our ekmo 24 hours, discuss it. Nothing ain't going to change. It's not going to change anything. Let's put it like that. And do you know why police are getting away with it? I will still go back to it because Mr. Bayo would. The Anobas are making it easy for police to get away with shit. They paid you for something, gave you big amount of money for something. They have to get FCC involved for you to provide evidence. Àárín wọn ò tó, ilé ti dàrú, àárín yín ò tó, ilé ti dàrú, ògiri yín ti lanu, aláǹgbá ti wọlé. What the fuck are you talking about? Àárín yín ò tó.
You know, I think it's all about the real estate of Mohbad. It's not about Mohbad. Actually, Mohbad estate. If I use that word.
Let me put it like this, Mr. Richie Real. People, justice for Mohbad left boy. And I will say it. And why would I say boy? If it is one mouth, one voice, one sound, not team this, not team that. You only boy yo. Emma kóra jọpọ̀, parapọ̀. And let me put it to you that let me go straight. Let me put it to you. And I will still, like I said, I detest Adura. I don't like Adura. To like Ẹ̀gbọ́n passionately, me. I detest Adura. I don't like him. Torí mo jẹ́ àbúrò tó more táwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi sì ṣoore fún. Ẹ tó bá lábúrò gidi. Àbí tóun bá jẹ́ àbúrò gidi máa mọ̀ wípé apààyàn ni bọ̀bọ́ yẹn.
Isn't that weird? Yeah, I mean, you're right, because we're all frustrated by the fact that out of all the people in the house, those are the two people Adura and me should be the first person to come up. Yes. Even if there's an outsider involved, right? By now they should be talking. Right? And for the fact that the way Wunmi is body countenance on one of the reports, he can't even describe. He was getting the timing wrong, even the process mentioned is different
Adura
dates
is not
and all
talking.
that.
Adura is not talking. It's pissing me. Wunmi has learned you guys' game. Wunmi is ready for you.
And at the same time, the antecedent of Wumi doesn't actually make her a good person. Are you
I'm
getting
Team
my point?
Wumi. Buki,
Yeah.
I am 1,000,000% Team Wumi, and I'm going to say it like this because when I pick on people's brain, when I see some certain things, Aloba has made me like Wumi. Because what is my own business when the in-laws are 100% behind her, solidly percent behind her? So me when no dey the house, me when no be in-law, me when no chop her rice or chop her indomie, what is the reason for me to hate her? Or what is the reason for me to curse her? Àwọn alọ́ba ní kò pọn mọ́ àwọn, wọ́n dúró tì lẹ́yìn. Ẹni tẹ́ fi ṣe power of Anthony sọ pé in-law àwọn ni. Bàbá gan ó ń gbá wájú gbẹ̀yìn, ó ń gba setting, ó ń gba ball setting. So kí wá ní tiwa tá wá ń ranjú kalẹ̀ bí fúlà ìtọ̀kadà?
No, where we coming in is the fact that we don't want this kind of things to continue in our society, right? Because
See.
there's a lot of Mohbads to come. And
See.
if Mohbad doesn't get justice, that's a failure for all of us. And
I
that'd be
will
a shame.
put it to you like this.
That'd be a shame.
Mr. Richie
on
Rio,
Nigeria.
I will
Yeah.
put it to you like this. Is the justice the government are going to give you? You people
Yeah,
are going to give.
it doesn't end
Because
there. It
because
doesn't
your
end there.
justice, you people you didn't even put could it be Adura? Why are they protecting him this way?
Or maybe you're not coming to the camp.
Could
What
it
you
be
said is
Adura?
no.
Why is
Listen, my sister here. There's been so many attempts, right, to get Adra to talk. Are you getting the point? Yeah, and nobody's claiming Adra is innocent here. Just a point of correction. None of us are claiming Adra is innocent. What we're saying is the 15 people in the house and the person that should be more responsible is Wumi being the partner of Mohbad. And one second. They were in the room together, okay? Are you getting the point?
I'm getting you, sir.
She even confessed at one point Mohbad wants to do the do, as a man. But what I'm trying to explain to you, in any homicide situation, the partner is the first suspect.
I understand, and that is
Right.
what I'm saying.
So,
see,
and
that
now
is what I'm saying.
if Wumi is not guilty, she should be coming up and defending some thieves.
Mr. Richie Rio, Wumi, I think Wumi has been bullied a lot, which, okay, fine. You understand? But my own stand is this. If you bully
Are you sure
Wumi,
about that? Because it seems like, I wouldn't call you a pot, but when you look at the antecedent of Wumi, I'm not saying there's no love between both of them, but Wumi herself is a bully. You know that?
let me land my chain of thought, sir.
Okay.
And this is what I'm trying to say, sir. Wumi has been bullied a lot. Not bullied a lot. She has had reasons to defend herself a lot, which she's doing a perfect good job at. She doesn't even need you people to fight on her behalf. She doesn't need even we team Wumi to fight on her behalf. That girl. But if you bully Wumi 10%, I'm just putting like 10%, not 100%. Ente yeke dana giya, to yeke ko ino, sekoro point is Adura. And my excuse has always been, in a house that there is 8 people, I'm just putting like this, that 8 people, no one, 8 people, but boy, be collect on one day. If there's a situation of 1 year old, daku, faint, not die, everybody to one inú ilé yẹn máa wà ìtọ́mọ́ yìí. Wíkọ́ ìwúdó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní inú ilé yẹn ní alẹ́ ọjọ́ yẹn. In fact, tomati hospital dé láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì. The next thing would be, àsùnmọ́júmọ́, ìwọ ọmọ olójú wokòwokò yóò show wa ní ṣege. And that would be the solid conversation in that house that day. Now, in a house whereby they say there's 15 people, èèyàn kan kú níbẹ̀. Nobody is talking. Everybody rushing fire. Nobody is actually coming to say, Otoni Unlopa. Is it not something for us to look at? Is it not something for us to think about? 15 people. 15 people. It's something for us to look at, for us to think about. Ogba Pero. Aloba's
Yes,
made it easy. Aloba made it easy. And they're still making it easy.
You said that right, but do you know, Bumi, being from what we have heard about the people actually living together who have lived with them before, Wumi is the lioness of the house, right? So what that means, she should be the one to actually come out and speaks the venom.
She's talking. She's talking. No, but no one else is talking.
No. She's talking fibs. You and I know that she's talking fibs. Nothing more.
She's talking, even if she's lying. Even if she's lying, no one has any other contrary opinion. No,
the question you wanted to ask is after. Okay, for me, if you ask me, I know we call the corona as a fact finder.
I can never be Team Baba. I'm sorry, sir.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you to be Team Baba.
No, in the comment section, that is what I'm going through. Never. Yeah. God forbid.
Listen. What I'm trying to say here, right? When you look at what is happening at corona, until Jack explained it, and I was listening carefully to what Jack was saying, despite the fact that some contradictory submission were coming out. For example, the doctor submission about the body status of Mohbad being conducted and examined by a professional doctor. Said this body has been long dead. Okay? And fast forward and try to put that into the storyline of when the nurse came in and when Mohbad was rushed and all that. Right? It doesn't match. It doesn't match at all. That actually, threw the nurse story out of the window. So the question is, why would they want to go ahead?
Which area?
Let me put it about the story of the nurse.
Let me put something.
And then if you're doing that, then why are you inviting this doctor to come up on the corona and give their submission?
Which area?
Like, the driver should be the first person. Listen, that's how they plan and be manipulating this story. The driver submission should have been the first submission.
That is
one of the first submission.
Which area? That is your in-house issue. That's one. Now for in-house. When I mean in-house.
Are you talking about the government handling of the whole thing?
No. And see, person within Nigeria, a person that has witnessed one corruption or the other, and that has been brutalized one way or the other, but people in government official, say, if you don't get money, you don't get money, forget Nigeria. Don't put yourself in trouble in Nigeria. You can never, even if the case is looking like you're going to win it, you can never win it. Let's put it. Not be Nigeria where we say if you want to collect something from any ministry, you will be looking at the person you want to go and meet because you have not bribed them. They will tell you the person is not around. Nobody Nigeria.
I don't believe in bribery, actually. Honestly.
So we see when I'm going to anywhere that holds people in power, I prepare myself mentally as a girl. Any girl with there you go understand what I talk. I prepare myself mentally, and if the person I'm going to go and meet is a woman in power, I prepare myself financially. Nothing goes for free in this Nigeria. We have some few people that are not corruptible. Few. Few. I don't even want to go into my experience with police or anything. I don't even want to go into that. Let me just put it like this. I did tell people, confirm that if I'm traveling by night, if I see robbers and I see the people that I don't want to mention, I will go and stay with the robbers and I leave the people I don't want to mention. So make we leave that one. Say that one, make we leave that one. You people are going through the legal route. I don't know, say from the start, they will give you people the justice you wanted.
No, they're not giving us, they're giving us what they wanted.
The justice they wanted, they will give you that justice.
Yeah.
That justice, it might not be like, when I saw the autopsy report, I was just laughing. Inconclusive, I was just laughing.
And the scariest part of the autopsy, it doesn't even have a single line of a broken vertebrae of Mohbad.
I was just laughing.
The leg, the right leg. He didn't even write anything about that.
I want to remember.
These are physical things that should have been put down.
I want to remember a book that I read. See, before Nigeria, before we before we get it to make we just dead down. Nothing. My own case and the end of summary for me tonight is drag Adura by his korokun, drag Adura by his penis. I don't know if you people say that will make your brother.
Let me bust your bubble. When you say drag Adura and all that, right? The best process of investigation which would have been done is actually a full forensic covering. I'll give you the date now. Covering from the beginning of September, right, up until the end of November, December. When I say by full forensic, including Wumi's mom, including Karima, including Baba's wife,
Everybody inside one box.
including Bossa, including what's the name again, the Mobile
But do you
sister.
think they will do it in Nigeria? Nobody
That should have been
Nigeria.
done, and not just that. And the bank account, right, should have been physically and thoroughly X-rayed,
Nigeria
to the core on all the family. And believe me, if police have done that, we won't be here by now.
Which real? This Nigeria will be say someone arrested me in Oshogbo. I can't forget it's 2010. I got in confrontation with someone's mom, and the daughter came to arrest me. And I was talking to the headquarters at Oshogbo then. And the moment I got there, I started, I wrote my statement and everything. And after like 30 minutes, I got talking with the DPO then, and he told them to order me a platter. Do you know what they mean, a platter? They ordered me samosa, spring roll, gizzard, chicken, everything in his office. I sat down. The person that arrested me came and he met me eating chicken, peppered everything. The lady was crying. I was even feeling for the lady, and I told her she should join in chopping the food. Not be this Nigeria way with it. Not be this Nigeria.
But
have money and have power.
I understand that, but there's always an example, right? When you
don't get into trouble. This Nigeria is don't get into trouble. Don't get into trouble. That you might just be standing by the road and they will just park you, and your parents or your family will not see you for the next 5 years or 6 years. They would have used you to replace someone else in the prison.
Yeah.
This Nigeria. I'm just saying a lot of stuff is covered in that house and we don't know. And the people that are supposed to talk are not talking. If I did, let's go forbid anything happens to my brother, fuck my brother's wife.
Do you actually believe that Wunmi pushed Mohbad off the stairs?
I don't believe that. My own thinking is medical error.
No, I just told you.
As also a victim of medical error.
I just told you the submission of the doctor.
As also a victim. See, a victim of medical error. Like I've been there. I can put it like this. Like it's just a medical error.
Given the fact, the script of the nurse, right? The narratives of the nurse and the timing, in sequence doesn't match the body status of which the doctor described last week. The body has gone into rigor mortis, which could be anything from over 3 hours to 24 hours. Right?
I'm still thinking.
So the body that was brought to the hospital wasn't a fresh, dead body.
I'm still thinking. It's a medical error. If it's not, wait, let me put it like this. Mr. Richirio. I'm still thinking it's a medical error. If it's not a medical error, my final thinking is something happened in that house. Everybody within their house, their hands are not clean. Blood of Mohbad is in their hands. Hierarchy by hierarchy. Let me put it. Hierarchy by hierarchy. Blood of Mohbad is in their hand. But in my own thinking, as a victim of medical error, you understand, I am 100% sure that, I'm not 100% sure, don't let me put it like that. I'm 70% sure it's a medical error. And we are not talking about medical error enough in Nigeria. And people are dying on daily basis. Quack nurses, quack doctors. Did you hear the story of someone that they watch YouTube to operate on the person? Did you hear the story that they watch YouTube to operate on the person? Yes. And there's certain things I cannot.
Let me tell you this. Sorry, we don't want to go to to the future. Do you know that you can actually a non-qualified doctor can actually use AI and chat GTP to perform an operation?
So I'm just saying, like,
So I'm just
see,
saying,
I had
yeah,
weekly. I had weekly
yeah,
in my hand. My hand
yeah.
was swollen. My mom
Yeah.
called a nurse for me. I can't forget it. I can't forget that night in my life. I was supposed to be given some antibiotics, 250 milligram, which is 500 milligram. You
Yeah.
understand? And the nurse was like, "Ah, after I give you these antibiotics, just sleep. Just sleep. You know?" And I noticed after they gave me the first injection, second injection, I was like, I felt like my leg had lifted up from the bed I am. Like, I felt like I was numb to everything. You get, like I was numb. Then I got up. I told my mom I want food. I got up. My first step, like this, I fell down. That was when my mom was questioning the nurse that what happened? She's not supposed to feel this way. The nurse checked like this, tipped the cap of the stop, and they saw that they had given me 500 milligram, which is 1,000 milligram.
That that you know, there's something that is very common in Nigeria with all this NAFDAC and certification of the medication or pharmaceutical drug that's been brought into Nigeria. Some of the drugs are actually the content, it doesn't reflect the what is labeled for. For example, if you have a 1,000 milligram, you're lucky if you have the 1,000 milligram of that particular content. It could be even 800, 700 milligram.
The people
And
are
these are the
dying.
people. This is why they killed this lady, that powerful lady. I forgot the name now. The lady that
People
was
are
in charge of
dying
now.
to medical error. But
The
because we're
lady
so
that was in charge of
fixated,
NAFDAC.
because Wumi made it easy for them to be fixated on her without, you know, covering one lies with another lies. Let me be opposite like that.
For me, the nurse was just a medicine after death. Whatever happened to the nurse, I refuse to believe. No, the nurse coming in at 2:30.
These
No, it
people are
doesn't
still
match.
talking about timing. Me,
Nah, nah.
when I'm discussing justice for Mohbad, like
No.
I put it this way. Irọ́ kan ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ gbogbo irọ́ yìí.
Of course, when you lie, you always have to tell another lie to
That
cover
is
another
what
lie
I'm
to
trying
cover
to
it.
say.
Yeah.
Irọ́ kan, and that is what I'm going to put to Wunmi. Irọ́ kan ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ gbogbo irọ́ yìí. Ó dé ní kinní kan, ó ṣe kinní kan, kinní kan. You could have tell your story without putting any time frame. Let people figure out the time frame for themselves. You put in time frame.
There's a strong possibility, 80%. Mohbad passed on Monday night, early hours of Monday morning.
I don't know. I see.
Yes,
See,
100%.
that is because of your calculation and everything, because of your timing and everything. I don't know.
Yeah.
Irrespective of how we pied. Irrespective of how we pied.
Listen,
We should take two facts.
listen, you heard the driver's submission. Okay,
I
maybe
heard
you
the
might not want
driver's
to take
submission.
it,
I'm
right?
following the case.
And
I'm following the case true and true. I'm following the case true and true. And I believe like if the government should take
okay,
something
let me explain something to you. Let's just look it holistically, right? Why would you want to embalm a body that just passed on within a couple of hours? If I may ask. That's number one. Okay, fast forward. I'll keep saying that all the time. Why would you present a body that's been dead, right, for quite some time? Why would you present that to the hospital and acting as if you're rushing a nearly dead person to the hospital? Why?
I'm not going to put it like
So
sharing.
this story doesn't add up.
And because of the time frame
And you
she
know
has
why?
given.
And you know why? This is one of the reasons why Mohbad's spirit will hunt them down.
See, let me put it like this to you.
They come up and tell the truth, maybe it would have been easier. I don't know, they're saying they're going to parties and doing marriages and all that. They
Yeah,
believe it
she's
or
doing
not.
it.
Believe it or not, they're having sleepless night.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, I want to believe that strongly.
I don't believe that. I don't believe
Something will
that.
lead them out to talk.
And let me just put it to you by this, that medical medical error is much more common than what we're talking about in Nigeria. You
That's
dey
why
take
they're using that avenue. We all know that.
let me just
Even you know what? Even
Mr.
I
Richie,
listen.
Mr.
If the
Richie.
truth eventually comes out, I want the nurse to actually get a life imprisonment. You know why? Because she has compromised herself as part of the group. I was feeling sorry for
Do
her.
you know one thing about the
But
nurse?
if
Do
the
you
truth
know
comes
one
out,
thing
she
about
should
the
be the
nurse?
one to
Do you know
actually
one thing
serve life
about the nurse?
imprisonment.
There is no even license to be seized because she's a quack nurse. She will come out after 3 years or 4 years or 5 years again and start treating people again because they are not even. No.
Anyway, Jack,
These people made hello.
Madam Golden Seal, nobody's talking anymore. Very wicked lady.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Hello,
You can hear
Oh
you
wow.
guys
hello,
talking.
people. Hello, people.
Hi,
Hi.
sir. I can hear you, Mr. Rishi.
Hello, host.
Did you ask a question?
Hello.
We can hear you, sir.
You okay? Please, can I quickly drop my own opinion here?
Please go on, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, so it's going to be about this our sister Yeti, your future wife or something. I want to say that you are a special breed Wumi supporter. A special breed Wumi supporter. 99% of Wumi supporters are supporting her no matter what. But you are supporting her despite the situations. That's what I'm seeing from what you are,
No,
from
she's
the way
been
you
very
talk now.
objective. Mhm.
So, for that reason, I say kudos to you, or maybe kundus to you, being the most popular thing that they're saying in Nigeria today. Kundus to you for that. But after saying that, I want to say to you that I don't know if do you live in Nigeria? Sorry
Oh,
for that
she
question,
has
if you don't
dropped.
mind.
No, she's not here now.
Oh, she dropped on it. Oh, I thought she's
Yeah,
still
she
here.
dropped.
Oh
I
no.
think her network
Okay,
is not
so
okay.
okay, probably she may still be hearing me. If she lives in Nigeria, I will want to advise her not to give up. Sometimes I feel like giving up on Nigeria too. But I believe that currently I don't live in Nigeria, but my spirit is only my body that is where I am. My spirit is always in Nigeria, no matter how bad the country looks. And for that reason, she needs to know actually that it's no more about the family, what the family has done right or wrong, but about our society, And for that reason, oh please, can you just give me 1 minute?
Very wicked lady. Sis. Oh, she's typing there.
Mr. Rishi, yes, please.
She's asking to be.
I'm hearing this thing from Papayano. Do you want me to play it?
Oh,
It's about that meeting stuff.
About what?
About that meeting that is trying to settle
What do you
them.
guys think about that meeting? I don't know. Maybe I'm talking to the wrong
Yes, let me
person.
play it so that you put it down. Okay, yes, it's back.
They are giving him preference. I said, no, nobody is giving him preference. Nobody. It's just a matter of settling this matter. Come back.
Hello, people. Sorry, I'm back.
That is going to withdraw.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yes,
Yes,
I'm
we
back.
can hear you.
Can I? Okay. Can I continue?
Okay, continue, sir.
Yes. So, like I was saying, I said this our sister Yeti something she's a special breed of Wumi's supporters because she is supporting Wumi despite the surrounding evidences. But 99% of them are supporting her no matter what. It doesn't matter what. We are just supporting Wumi. So, for that, I say kudos to her. And then, like I was saying, I said her position now is more or less like a transferred aggression from the Alobas family now back to our society. And for that reason, she's trying to support Wumi under the circumstances. Well, I won't say that is her opinion, but I mean, that's her opinion, and I won't say she's wrong about it. But I want to just appeal to her that even the developed nations of the world today that we see, they started somehow. Some of them were at this position at some point in life.
Absolutely.
And of course, it is the duty of the members of the society, stakeholders that we are part of, as far as Nigeria is concerned. It is their effort that actually turned their societies to an egalitarian society. So no matter what we are going through now, it is the onus falls on us for us to do whatever we can, even for the generations yet unborn. And what I've seen in the society that I'm living in right now is that they are already thinking, the people that are living now are already thinking about the problems they will have in 100 years. And some of their kids are in the labs looking for solutions to those problems. Even though they know they're not going to be living in that, at that time, that these solutions that they're looking for will be useful. But in our own case, go and ask an average Nigerian politician and say, oh, the quality of this road you are trying to construct is weak. He will ask you, is it going to take us the 4 years that we are going to spend in office? Leave it now. The people that are coming 4 years' time will come and build their own. That is our own mentality. And that's the same thing that is happening to us, even the followers that will say, Shebi, we are fighting for Mohbad, and look at the way his family, look at the way they carry themselves. It is not about that family any longer. It is about our society, which we are part of, which we are stakeholders in. Even if some of us are able to, if we have the opportunity of traveling abroad and living there, is it possible that every generation of ours, every ancestral member of our families will have the opportunity to come and live abroad? No. At some point, one way or the other, this thing can affect anybody. And for that reason, while we live, we are supposed to do whatever we can, as much within our ability, to be able to do it and add a token of our effort in building a society that is egalitarian, that is good enough for everyone to live in, going by allowing a level playing field for everyone to participate. And that is why it is very important that even as bad as J4M looks right now, everyone that has one thing or the other to do to make sure that we still get justice should do it. The other day I told Yomi, I said, if I were on ground, from all, I mean, especially when he was working on the 3-second video, I'll volunteer myself to follow him everywhere. Because that's something I can do at that point. So whatever it is that we can do at any point in time, wrong is wrong, right is right. So whether the Alobas are doing the right thing or not does not, it doesn't rubbish the fact that every one of us must ask from Wunmi and everyone that was in that house that night, what exactly happened? Going away from all these, there are inconsistencies in submissions, and that is what I want to say at this point.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Just to buttress your point, I strongly believe that Nigeria will, get better eventually. It might not be in my time, but at least always good to leave a positive legacy. Because if I take an example, like Singapore, right? Singapore crime rate was really, really bad. In the last, I'll say probably it started getting better about 20 years ago. And now Singapore passport is probably one of the best passports to have in the world. This is a country that was badly corrupt and they clean everything up because they introduced a lot of corporal punishment and all that. And eventually they just changed. It was through one leader that came in and they said, no, I'm cleaning up. We missed the opportunity at one point during the Dragon in Nigeria, yes, but we still have a chance that somebody else will come and clean up all this mess that's happening in Nigeria. Nigeria is a wealthy nation that none of us should be thinking of even living abroad. We can go on holiday, yes, but we shouldn't be living abroad. If Nigeria happens to be Nigeria, that we actually utilize our resources, and then cut out all this crime, shenanigan, and the corruption. Because when you look at it now, it's not playing in front of our eyes how badly the judicial system is corrupted. That's what we say, and it goes on and on and on and on to every nooks and corner of Nigerian executive and government offices. Even though this were kind of we call it democracy, but it doesn't reflect the kind of the true democracy that we are actually anticipating for, or we're clamoring for. That's what's happening, and if we can stop this Mohbad situation, yes, Ed can roll, but who knows? It could be maybe after change of government, Mohbad will get his justice. We don't know. But I just strongly believe that something will change because there's never been a situation where you have a lot of people, mostly in diaspora, coming on this black app or maybe that Facebook or some other platform, media platform, discussing about Mohbad situation, how the government are handling this. No, people are watching all over the world. They wanted to see what's going to happen, and so we just pray that this will be the beginning of the end, and I believe that eventually we're going to get justice, true justice. I'm not talking about the design justice. I'm not talking about the mock-up justice. True justice is what we're looking for. And I pray that we get it. Even, England that we're talking about, there's still crime going there. There's still injustice sometimes happens, unfortunately, even in America too. You find people who have been jailed for like many years and they're not actually the perpetrator and all that. They lost the half of their life in prison, wrongfully jailed. And yes, but in terms of Nigeria, it's just endemic, and that's why I always say that I think being about Mohbad is kind of even just say even lower middle class, independent, and a bit more exposed. He would have intervened many times, I believe, in all the challenges faced by Mohbad then, right? maybe by then people would have backed off or backed down. That listen, we can't just cheat this guy for real because the dad is strong and is mentally switched on, is aware of whatever you guys want to do. So and yeah, it's such a shame. But I just want this to stop, and I believe this will stop. Because there are many Mobads, believe me, mostly in the industry that it belongs to. It's like a jungle. It's like a jungle justice, jungle industry. So, and if this can set precedent that you can bully people and all that, and there should be a law to guide the contracts and all that for all this upcoming artists and the young, desperate artists to come. Because definitely there'll be another mobile to come, but we don't want it to be end this way. That's what we pray for. Yes, Sister Golden Seal. It's coming to weekend now. I think sis, very wicked lady.
Well, thank you people for the opportunity. I
Thank you,
gotta
sir.
leave now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Jack is probably gone to bed.